Well guys, I can't believe it, but OBS actually recorded the wrong monitor for the entire day. So I did not catch a single one of my trades, and I was talking to a blank screen the whole time, and you guys would have had to watch the spy the whole time. So I am just going to have to do a quick recap then, and I guess I'll try and describe these as well as I could have, but that's really unfortunate because this was a really good day to see the live trades and everything. Alright, so the first trade that I took was Airy. Was looking at it at the pre-market here for the breakout of the high. You can see it's kind of consolidating at the 57 here. Ended up buying in at 57 with 75 shares because my stop loss, or was it 50? It was only 50 shares for $50 for the whole dollar stop loss there. Ended up spiking up right at the open, but it pulled back pretty hard and pretty quickly. You can see on this candle it ended up dropping down all the way to 25 here. And unfortunately I decided to sell here. Sold everything. Sold some at 35, sold some at 25. It's just too much for me. I figured it would have ended up dropping back anyway, because I know right whenever the market opens is whenever the stocks are most volatile. So I didn't want to take my chances. Decided to pull out early, which obviously was a mistake, because that would have been, you know, a huge winner here, just right after the run up. So after I saw that, I was thinking to myself, okay, probably need to watch my exit points a little more clearly, make sure I'm not selling too early or covering too early. And then we got into AKAO. I was looking at it for the reversal here. You can see on the 15s it was moving down. 5s, big spike down there in the doji. So I got in at 200 shares at the 15. So that was right here. After this candle, I was in right here at the break of that candle. Kind of like a confirmation entry, I guess you could say. So I got 200 shares in there. Stop loss would have been below the low of the day. Ended up spiking up. Sold off into strength around here, and then my second half around here. Starting to show weakness. Volume wasn't looking too great. The only news about this was this 5 million share offering at $22.50 a share. So I figured that while it was down here, it had a reason to at least be up to $22.50. So I was looking to get out at $22.50. You know, just a couple cents short there. Just the way it goes. SPY was majorly green all day today, but that made a difference for a couple of trades here, and we'll get to those. The third trade that I took was JKS. I was looking at it. This whole trade was just a disaster. I ended up getting in at this 11 here at the break of this candle here. You can see on the 15th it had that huge move up. I was looking for the reversal. It had no reason to be up, even on the daily. The daily, you see the 200 EMA is a solid downtrend. It's been kind of moving up lately. Had the huge spike up, but I was looking for more of a reversal play on it. Ended up getting in right there. Spiked all the way down. I sold some into this. Well, I guess I should say, instead of covering into this, I accidentally added more to my position. So instead of being short 150, I was short 225. Ended up closing it out immediately, that extra 75, but I had to double click the buy half button there, which buy half, oh, I just clicked, I didn't do anything, but yeah, I clicked the buy half, ended up getting me out of 75 shares instead of like 112 or something, but I ended up just losing a bunch of money on commissions there and accidentally clicking the buttons and whatnot, and I did the math and it would have been a $26 winner. But because I really just messed everything up on it, it just turned into basically a break-even trade. So that was 4 trades there. Then the last trade, the big winner of the day, was PCG. Again, no news, no nothing. Daily looked decent for a short reversal. You can see it's kind of moving down, but the overall trend is still slightly moving higher. The whole you can see it's a gas company. The whole utilities was just moving down today, so it was definitely a good shorting opportunity. I especially like the price action on this one. You can see it had the slight pullback there, decided to try and go higher again, got up, pulled back again, had a big spike down there, spiked up again, thinking that it was going to try and test the highs again. Well, it failed. Saw that it failed, and I definitely wanted to get in on the action. The only problem with this stock is it was a slow mover. I mean, you can see the volume here, 5,000 shares, barely a couple of 10,000s every now and then. Ended up shorting total size of 600 shares, but I got to do the double entry there to kind of build up my size, minimize risk at the same time. I ended up riding this thing all the way down, seeing it out here. Wanted to see it hit 67 at least, but obviously didn't. Saw that it was kind of struggling again. Volume was basically dead by then. I ended up getting out right here at 10 on my last 300. I ended up selling at 9 over here, selling into covering into the strength. And then obviously it was a good point to get out because it just spiked straight up another 15 cents there. Ended up being a $91 winner. Overall, it was a pretty decent day. I gotta say, I made a bunch of mistakes, and I got pretty lucky that I feel like I ended up even up $100, let alone just being green and above my goal of 50 bucks. But definitely gonna take it. Also, during this trade, I forgot to mention, the SPY was dropping pretty hard during this whole downtrend here, so it definitely helped out in that case. But yeah, not finishing the week, but I'm at my my weekly goal of 250 if I'm trying to make $50 a day. So tomorrow I'll be playing it pretty safe. I definitely want to keep the 250. Don't want to take anything that I have no business taking. But I'll be back again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.